thank the citizens. I want to congratulate them for coming up with the CCC. I'm sure you are aware wherever you are the impact that the CCC has done in the country. Everywhere we are going, everywhere around the country, everyone is talking about CCC. We are very excited with the response and even surprised. We didn't expect that we will be here where we are. And as you have noticed, ZANU PF has not yet managed to find the best way of responding to the CCC. And that's why they are still insisting that even though we are now yellow, they are telling everyone that we are red or be red. And so I want to thank the citizens, and I also want to clarify and confirm that we now have a new political party. No relabels, no rebranding. We decided, as per the consultations that we did. I know people were very impatient, but we wanted to ensure that every citizen in the country was consulted, because we were facing a very difficult situation where the Mnangagwa regime, working together with the Monzora and some captured High Court judges, were on a mission to finish us off. So we had to go back to the citizens to explain to them the current situation, the legal difficulties that we're facing. We had over 30 cases that we submitted in the High Court, even clear cases like for possession. For example, you ask any lawyer, I've seen Dr. Magaisa is here. We had possession of harvester, but we even lost that. And those who have done law, they know that even a thief, someone who has stolen a car, his possession can and should be protected by the law. But that didn't happen. But we're not also surprised because of the current capture of certain judges at the High Court that are working with Mnangagwa to try to support his move to create an opposition party that plays according to his wishes. So because of that, we did consultations, and what we got from the citizens was that they advised us that we should abandon the MDC in total. And that meant abandoning our assets that we had worked for over 20 years. It also meant abandoning the name that we so loved, with all the memories, with all the sacrifices, with all the deaths. Of people, over 1,000 people died defending the MDC. And so forth. So we had to leave everything, the money, the MPs, the councillors, everything. The direction from the citizen was that we must start afresh. As long as the citizens were with us, we should start afresh. So that's what we did. So we have a brand new political party, and we have announced the political party, but we will be launching it. I'm sure you are aware that we haven't launched the party. We are busy finalizing the principles, the ideology, and the values. We are consulting the citizens. So once we are ready, we will be in a position to do a big launch where all the citizens are going to be invited and so forth. But at the same time, we're also faced with an impending by-election, which was very important in that we needed to defend the political space. And the direction, again, that we got from the citizens, that we should not boycott elections, but we should participate. That's why we are here participating. Like what Comrade Mayor has said, we managed to register candidates in all the parliamentary seats that are available, and also the council wards. But we had some challenges. But overall, we had a 98% success rate, which to me is a record. Even before a Christian CCC in the MDC alliance, it's difficult for a political party to achieve a 98% success rate. But I know our citizens One always have 100% success rate. But we're working under pressure also. That's why we had a few glitches that happened. For your own information, we only got confirmation because the whole morning that we announced the new party, we were at ZEC. They didn't want to register us. They didn't want to acknowledge us. They were just sending us from office to office. And we had a press conference that was penciled at 3 p.m. It was postponed, I think, 4 times until we finally got the go-ahead to go. So by the time that we finished the press conference, it was around 6 o'clock. So I had to assemble a team to then go and start completing nomination papers candidates for local government and for parliamentary elections. And you understand there are symbols that needed to be printed that night and so forth. And all these papers were to be sent to various nomination courts at 8 a.m. So we didn't sleep. We worked throughout the night, and I must appreciate the team that I worked with, the elections directorate, and everyone that was involved. A job well done. So that's where we are in terms of, I know the mayor has articulated very well where we are in terms of our election preparedness. All our candidates are already out, and I'm sure you understand that apart from this by-election, Mnangagwa is also called for a voter registration exercise. So the idea was that they don't care about most of the by-elections because assist that ordinarily they know that they have no support, and they want us to focus on the by-elections whilst the voter registration exercise is going ahead. So what we have done as a party is that we have emphasized to our candidates that the biggest prize is to ensure that as many Zimbabweans are registered. So we are prioritizing voter registration from 1 February to 28 February. So you have seen that all of our candidates are out mobilizing, conducting door-to-door programs, introducing the CCC, and also ensuring that every unregistered voter is registered. And we have seen some forms of success in terms of the numbers that are now registering during this session blitz. So we are quite happy, but we think we can do more. That's why we are here on this space to encourage everyone who is here. We know everyone is a family in Zimbabwe, even those who are in diaspora. You can use your influence, phone your friends, phone your families in the rural areas, go on the phone, ensure that you motivate the people to go and register. You will be surprised that the Zimbabweans, because the struggle has taken too long, many Zimbabweans they need a push. Even when we are doing door to door, the message that you get from most of them is that they are not sure whether we will be able to remove Mnangagwa, the rig, and all that negative message that comes from ZANU PF and CIOs. So you need to always phone your relatives. It's better if they receive a call from you guys than from politicians. So through that system, I'm sure we'll be able to register as many Zimbabweans as possible, because 2023 starts now. We need to register as many people as possible so that come 2023, we have a lot of people that are registered. There are a lot of young people that are not registered. A lot of them don't have IDs. It's a huge problem. From the recent study that we had, as much as 60% of the potential new voters don't have IDs. And we have engaged the ZEC, we have engaged the Registrar General's office, and they have now promised that on the second blitz in April, they will be deploying people that are going to come and solve the issue of IDs. So we are hopeful, we are busy, and we are registering some success and so forth. So after the registration blitz, then we will start from 1 March to 28 March, the campaign proper, where our candidates must then present themselves to the citizens and so forth. So this is how we have structured our program. And I want to say that as far as the candidates are concerned. Most of them, they are on the ground. I think you have seen them. We have put up posters all over the country. But because we have a new party, it requires a lot of resources. We shouldn't take things for granted. When we are doing door-to-door exercises, we have discovered that we need more boots on the ground. We need more flyers. We need more posters. We need more yellow in the communities so that people understand that we now have a new vehicle that they created themselves as citizens. So this is why we are here tonight, to appeal to the citizens, to say that the baby that you created now needs clothes, and we require various forms of assistance, and so that we can then put in place a campaign that you are obviously going to be proud of. I know that you have seen how ZANU PF is busy running around now giving title deeds in urban areas. They are starting it in Epworth. Over 80,000 title deeds are going to be given. Our message to the people is that go and get the title deeds because they are yours. But still, you must then vote for the Triple C. And so we need a lot of people on the ground, volunteers, etc., in so that our campaign can be enhanced. So generally, that's where we are.